Okay, so we just booked 100 people on the most insane European river cruise ever, and what happened next is absolutely unbelievable. Imagine waking up every single morning to a jaw-dropping new city right outside your window. No sketchy airports, no boring bus rides, just pure luxury as the river literally carries you through the heart of Europe. And trust me, this is not your grandma's vacation. River cruise ships don't dock miles away from the action like those massive ocean liners. They pull up right into the center of the most iconic cities on the planet. We are talking fairy tale castles on the Rhine, the insane grand boulevards of Budapest, the romantic streets of Paris, and vineyards in Portugal that will make your brain explode. Last year alone, over 2 million people discovered that river cruising gives you an intimacy and access that literally no other type of travel can match. So we spent an entire month researching everything, and I mean everything, about European river cruising, and what we found genuinely shocked us. Subscribe right now because by the end of this video, you are going to want to book your tickets immediately, and we might even be giving one lucky viewer a free cruise. Okay, so listen up, because we literally found the most insane rivers in all of Europe that you absolutely have to cruise on. First, the Rhine. Imagine gliding past dramatic gorges, actual medieval castles, and the most picturesque wine villages you have ever seen in your life. Then there is the Danube, flowing through 10 countries. Yes, 10. Connecting some of the most jaw-dropping imperial cities packed with centuries of history. But wait, it gets better. The Seine takes you right through the heart of Paris with all its glittering lights, all the way to the wild Normandy coastline, and trust me, it is unreal. Now, the Douro in Portugal and Spain might just be the most breathtaking of them all, with terraced vineyards carved into the hillsides and a port wine heritage that exists absolutely nowhere else on Earth. And we cannot forget the Moselle. Most people completely sleep on this one, but it is honestly stunning, winding through Luxembourg, Germany, and France with fairy tale villages around every single bend. Together, these rivers create what might genuinely be the greatest travel experience on the entire planet, and we are just getting started. Now let's set sail on one of Europe's most legendary waterways, the Rhine River. Beginning its journey high in the Swiss Alps, the Rhine winds its way through 4 remarkable countries, Switzerland, Germany, France, and the Netherlands, before finally emptying into the North Sea. Your adventure typically starts in Basel, Switzerland, a vibrant city where art and culture collide beautifully. Drifting northward, you'll reach Strasbourg, France, a fairy tale city blending French and German influences with its stunning Gothic cathedral. But the crown jewel of any Rhine cruise is undoubtedly the famous Rhine Gorge. Stretching roughly 65 kilometers through Germany, this breathtaking stretch reveals dramatic cliffs crowned with medieval castles, while vineyard-covered hillsides tumble dramatically toward the water's edge. Continuing downstream, magnificent Cologne welcomes you with its iconic twin-spired cathedral before the river ultimately guides you into Amsterdam, a city of canals, culture, and endless charm. Watching the illuminated skyline reflect across the river at night is genuinely magical and completely unforgettable. Stretching nearly 2,900 kilometers and flowing through 10 remarkable countries. This legendary waterway connects some of the continent's most breathtaking capitals, making it an absolute dream for river cruisers. The classic route between Budapest and Amsterdam is truly unforgettable. First, Vienna welcomes you with its imperial grandeur, where magnificent Baroque palaces, world-class opera houses, and elegant coffee houses line the riverbanks. The city simply radiates centuries of Habsburg history and artistic brilliance. Continuing downstream, compact yet charming Bratislava surprises visitors with its medieval old town, hilltop castle, and vibrant cafe culture. Now let's drift into one of the most romantic river journeys in all of Europe, the Seine River in France. This breathtaking route carries travelers straight through the heart of Paris before winding northwest toward the dramatic Normandy coastline. Imagine sipping your morning coffee on deck as the iconic Eiffel Tower rises magnificently before you, reflected in the shimmering waters below. Few experiences in travel can match that singular moment. As your ship glides beyond Paris, you'll pass through the lush French countryside toward Giverny, where the legendary Impressionist painter Claude Monet created his extraordinary water lily gardens. Stepping ashore here feels like walking directly into one of his famous paintings. The journey then continues toward Normandy, where history weighs heavily and meaningfully. The solemn D-Day beaches serve as powerful reminders of the extraordinary courage displayed on June 6, 1944. The Seine truly delivers romance, art, and history in one unforgettable voyage. Now let's journey to the Iberian Peninsula and explore one of Europe's most breathtaking waterways, the Douro River, stretching through Portugal and Spain. Unlike the grand northern rivers, the Douro offers something truly extraordinary, a landscape carved by centuries of winemaking tradition. Your adventure typically begins in Porto, Portugal's vibrant second city, famous for its colorful riverside district and centuries-old port wine cellars lining the Gaia waterfront. From here, your ship winds eastward through the Douro Valley, a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 2001. What makes this journey unforgettable are the dramatic terraced vineyards cascading down steep schist hillsides, literally sculpted by human hands over generations. You'll stop at magnificent quintas, traditional wine estates, for intimate tastings of ruby and tawny port wines. Charming hilltop villages like Pinhão and Régua dot the landscape, each offering authentic Portuguese culture, local cuisine, and panoramic valley views that will genuinely take your breath away, with the scent of mulled wine and roasted chestnuts drifting through the crisp evening air, because the season you choose can completely transform your experience. Spring, running from March through May, is truly magical. Landscapes burst into bloom with cherry blossoms and wildflowers, and crowds are noticeably thinner, meaning you get a more relaxed, personal experience at every port. Summer brings long, golden days stretching well past 9 in the evening, giving you maximum time to explore. Vibrant festivals fill the towns along every major river route, creating an electric atmosphere. Come autumn, September through November, harvest season takes center stage. Wine festivals along the Rhine and Douro become absolutely unforgettable celebrations of local culture and flavor. Stepping aboard a European river cruise ship feels immediately different from anything you might expect from a traditional ocean liner. These vessels are intentionally intimate, typically carrying between 100 and 200 passengers, creating an atmosphere that feels more like a boutique hotel than a massive floating resort. The ships themselves are thoughtfully designed, featuring sun decks perfect for watching scenery drift by, cozy lounges, wellness areas, and sometimes even small pools or hot tubs. But perhaps the most memorable aspect is the dining experience. Meals on board celebrate the regions you are sailing through, with chefs incorporating local ingredients, regional wines, and traditional recipes into every service. Because passenger numbers are small, staff genuinely learn your name and preferences within the first day. There are no crowded buffet lines, no overwhelming entertainment complexes, and no feeling of being lost in a crowd. Instead, everything feels personal, relaxed, and deeply connected to the European landscape surrounding you. River cruising essentially hands you Europe on a beautifully accessible silver platter. Unlike ocean cruises where massive ships anchor far offshore and tender boats shuttle passengers to distant ports, river cruise ships dock directly in the heart of cities and towns. You simply step off the gangway and find yourself standing in a cobblestone square, surrounded by centuries of history. This accessibility transforms your entire travel experience. In the morning, you might stroll independently through a medieval German village, stopping at a local bakery for fresh bread. By afternoon, you could join a guided walking tour through a UNESCO-listed old town, learning fascinating stories from knowledgeable local guides. The freedom is genuinely extraordinary. Passengers who prefer solo exploration can wander at their own pace, ducking into hidden courtyards and charming cafes. Those wanting structured experiences can join organized excursions. Now that you know what to expect on board and ashore, let's talk about finding the right cruise style for you, because not all river cruises are created equal. At the luxury end, lines like Viking and Scenic offer premium experiences with elegant staterooms, all-inclusive packages, and exceptional service. These are ideal if you want a truly indulgent journey through Europe. For travelers watching their budget, more affordable options still deliver wonderful experiences without compromising on the magic of river travel. Beyond price points, themed cruises add an exciting layer of purpose to your journey. Culinary tours immerse you in regional food traditions, while wine cruises take you through celebrated wine regions like the Douro and Moselle valleys. Christmas market cruises transform December sailings into fairy tale experiences along the Rhine and Danube. For active travelers, cycling and hiking cruises let you explore riverbanks and countryside trails between ports, combining adventure with the comfort of your floating hotel. So once you've decided on your dream itinerary, don't hesitate to reserve your spot. One of the most important decisions you'll make is choosing the right cabin. River cruise ships typically have 2 or 3 deck levels, and understanding the differences can significantly impact your experience. Upper deck staterooms are generally more spacious, offer better views, and feature larger windows or French balconies. However, they do come at a higher price point. Lower deck staterooms are more affordable and still perfectly comfortable, though windows may be smaller and positioned closer to the waterline. For first-timers watching their budget, lower deck cabins offer excellent value. Regardless of which deck you choose, booking early is absolutely essential. Most river cruise lines release itineraries 12 to 18 months in advance, and early bookings typically secure the best pricing and your preferred cabin location. Keep luggage manageable since cabin storage is more limited compared to traditional hotels. The good news is that most river cruises follow a smart casual dress code, meaning you won't need to haul formal gowns or tuxedos on board. Think neat trousers, blouses, collared shirts, and comfortable dresses for evenings in the dining room. Since European weather can shift dramatically throughout the day, layering is absolutely essential. Pack lightweight cardigans, a versatile jacket, and a compact waterproof layer that won't take up precious suitcase space. Now here's something many first-timers overlook: your footwear. Shore excursions often involve cobblestone streets, uneven pathways, and plenty of walking. Comfortable, supportive walking shoes are genuinely non-negotiable. Your feet will thank you after exploring Vienna's historic center or strolling through Strasbourg's charming old town. Knowing exactly what's covered helps you cruise confidently without unexpected financial surprises along the way. Most European river cruise fares are impressively all-inclusive. Your base price typically covers all onboard meals, daily shore excursions, wine and beer with dinner, and sometimes even unlimited beverages throughout the day. Luxury lines like Viking and Scenic often include Wi-Fi and gratuities as well. However, certain extras can quietly add up. Premium shore excursions, those exclusive small group experiences or private guided tours, usually carry additional costs. Spa treatments, specialty cocktails, and upgraded dining experiences at specialty restaurants are generally charged separately. Travel insurance, flights to your embarkation port, and pre- or post-cruise hotel stays are also outside your base fare. A smart approach is requesting a detailed inclusions list before booking. While the Rhine and Danube steal most of the spotlight, Europe hides some truly extraordinary river cruise routes waiting to be discovered by adventurous travelers. The Elbe River offers a fascinating journey through Germany and the Czech Republic, connecting the Baroque splendor of Dresden with the bohemian charm of Prague. You will encounter dramatic sandstone formations in Saxon-Switzerland National Park and centuries-old castles perched dramatically above the water. Further south, the Rhône and Saône rivers wind through the culinary heartland of France, passing through Lyon, Avignon, and the stunning Provence region. Think lavender fields, Roman amphitheaters, and world-class Burgundy wine country. Then there are the enchanting waterways of the Netherlands and Belgium, where narrow canals thread through windmill-dotted landscapes, colorful tulip fields, and medieval cities like Bruges and Ghent. These lesser-traveled routes offer smaller crowds, deeper cultural immersion, and genuinely authentic European experiences that mainstream itineraries simply cannot match. And there you have it, your complete guide to European river cruising. From the majestic Rhine and romantic Seine to the grand Danube and sun-drenched Douro, Europe's rivers offer an extraordinary window into the continent's history, culture, and breathtaking landscapes. Remember the key takeaways. Choose your river based on your interests, pick the right season for your travel style, understand what is included in your fare, pack smart, and book early to secure the best deals and cabin locations. River cruising is not just a vacation, it is a transformative experience that brings you closer to Europe's soul in a way no other travel style can match. Whether you are a first-time traveler or a seasoned explorer, these waterways have something magical waiting for you. Now we want to hear from you. Drop your questions, thoughts, or dream destinations in the comments below. Your adventure starts today, so start planning and make it unforgettable.